What's up, guys? It's Bianca of BiancaRoberts.com back again, and the subject of today's video is 5 real estate side hustles. So if you're interested in that, stay tuned. Alright, so let's get into it. I like to focus a lot on my channel on things that real estate agents do or have done in the past, even including myself, to basically make ends meet. Because let's face it, real estate is a hustling business. Real estate is hard, it's a grind. And I don't want to make it seem like I'm just this old hardened person. I got the cigarette hanging out of my lip and I'm telling you, in my day, this is what we had to do. But a lot of what I'm sharing with you is legitimately some of the struggles that real estate agents go through in the business, whether they're new or seasoned. And I don't feel like a lot of people are really honest about the difficulties in making it in real estate as a regular real estate agent. So this will be another video that will basically lay out to you how much of a hustler that I am and some of the things that I've done and some things that you might be able to do right now. One of the things that I noticed with new agents is they always have this big goal. The main goal is, I want to quit my 9-to-5 job. I find myself really drawn to moms because I'm a mom. I have 2 teenagers and I know what it's like. When I first got started in real estate, my children were toddlers. As a matter of fact, when I took my real estate exam, if I remember correctly, I was 8 months pregnant with my son. The woman at the testing spot was like, when she saw me waddle in there to take my test, she was like, "Are you having this baby today?" I was like, "I'm pretty sure I'm not going to have the baby while I'm testing." But anyway, I thought I would go through some side hustles that you could do either before you get your real estate license or while you're a licensed real estate agent. Because again, most people don't realize how long it takes you to get your first transaction done. A lot of people don't realize the amount of fees that it takes to maintain a license even before you even get your real estate license. So I thought this would be a fun trek down some of the things that I've done to supplement my income or try to make an income while trying to be a full-time real estate agent. So number 1, become a notary. You are not going to become rich by becoming a notary. However, I was a notary for several years and then I let my notary license expire because I went back to my maiden name and I didn't feel like going back through all of the paperwork. But you can become a notary. A mobile notary, a mobile signing agent can make a couple of $100 a day. Again, this is not something that you're necessarily going to become rich from, but it is something that you can do to supplement your income. Number 2 requires a license. That's just being a part-time real estate agent. If you are looking for income or you're looking for a way to earn some extra income, let's say you really like your 9-to-5 job and all you want to do is just kind of take the pressure off, so to speak, and make a little bit more money, practice real estate as a part-time agent. When I got started, my kids were toddlers, and what would happen is I worked for a company where they would have like a notification that you would get on your phone, and they would penalize you, so to speak, if you didn't reply to a person and let them know that you were going to be able to show them the property within like a 24-hour type of period. So what I used to do, true story, I would get a notification on my phone and I knew I had a certain window to get back with the client and schedule the viewing of the house. My parents lived on the other side of town from where I lived. So I'd get a notification on my phone. I would see, okay, I only have so many hours before I have to reply to the client, schedule the appointment, and meet them. So I would dump my kids in the car, run over to my parents' house, throw them at my parents, go meet the client, show whatever number of houses that they wanted to see, go back to my parents, put my kids back in my car, go back home, and I would do that over and over and over again. That was exhausting. I didn't know that it was going to be like that. And I know some people will be like, well, you could have just taken your kids with you on your showing. But I wanted to be very professional. That's number one. And number two, if you have had children and you've had toddlers, it sounds good in theory, like, oh, I can just go and show a house with my kids, no big deal. It's not going to be, that much of an issue. But that was my full-time job at the time. That was what I was doing full-time. And I was not able to really dedicate that portion of my brain to showing a house to someone. And then I also had 2 toddlers. So again, these are real life stories that I'm telling you, because one of the things that people talk about with real estate all the time is, oh, it's so flexible. It's this great flexibility. But it's not really all that flexible when you are toting kids around with you in your car and you're trying to conduct business. Because as we all know, kids will bust out crying, they'll throw up, they'll have to pee. All of these things will go on, and you're supposed to be conducting business. So I kind of disagree with the idea that real estate is flexible, because it's not all that dang flexible. If you want to practice the business part-time, there are a lot of people who do real estate part-time just to get their feet wet, just to get a couple of transactions done. I think the average real estate agent, I read somewhere, does about 2 to 3 transactions a year. Obviously, that's not a full-time gig. That's just making money on the side as you go. Number 3 is freelancing. Believe it or not, again, I'm going to tell you another real short story. I, at one point in my career, was a ghostwriter. I really like to write. I really like blogs. And I signed up to be a ghostwriter and write blog posts for real estate agents. But that's something else that I did in order to make ends meet in between, figuring out this whole real estate thing. Some people will pick you based upon your writing style and what type of article that they want written. I was a member of a community. At that time, it was called Blogmutt. Now it's called Verblio. And it's basically a writing mill. Like, regular freelance people can write about any particular thing that they want, because as we know, content is king or queen. And there are real estate agents, there are real estate teams that hire people to write blog posts for them so that they can keep churning out that content on their sites. So freelancing is number 3. Number 4 is apartment locating. I have a lot of information here on my channel about apartment locating. I have also created an apartment locating group for people that are interested in becoming apartment locators and they want to know how this whole thing works. I have some of the most awesome feedback that I've been given by some of the people that are in my free group. I will link that information below. The reason why I'm so in love with apartment locating in my particular situation is because it's a work from home gig. This particular niche of real estate, I don't see a lot of people talking about, and I absolutely love it. And I feel like if maybe I had known about apartment locating 17 years ago, I probably never would have even done a regular transaction with a buyer or a seller ever. I love it that much. But one of the reasons why I love it so much is because it's a work from home gig, and I'm all about the work from home life. I want to work smarter and not harder. And apartment locating, this niche is amazing. You can make, up to $2,000, $5,000, $6,000 in one day based upon clients that you send to apartments. And again, I won't go into super detail on this video because I have a lot of videos out there on this channel about the apartment locating niche. Again, if you want to join my apartment locating group, I will put the link below for the information about that. Number 5 is affiliate marketing. So affiliate marketing is basically where you point people to things, tools, resources, anything that you use. Again, as an affiliate marketer, you do not have to be a real estate agent. You can be an affiliate for any number of products. So basically, you create content, you point people to some of the things that you use. When I first went viral on TikTok, I was blown away by the number of people who wanted to know what products I used in my hair. They wanted to know what lipstick brand that I used. And even though those things are relatively small in terms of payouts, when you start doing things like I'm doing here, creating content on YouTube, creating content on all the other different platforms, if you leave what I call breadcrumbs all over the internet, you can start to earn a pretty decent income by referring people to the things that you use anyway. And that's one of the things I love about affiliate marketing. I have quite a few programs and things that I am an affiliate of. As a matter of fact, I am going to link below one of my top affiliate programs for people who are trying to get out of the 9-to-5 grind, trying to get out of the 9-to-5 hustle. You do not have to be a real estate agent, but if you're on this channel, you might be trying to get some information about real estate. But I always want to encourage people to let you know that there are many things that you can make money from, and it does not have to be as hard as real estate, because again, real estate is tough. Even as an apartment locator, in my opinion, I feel like it's the easiest niche of all. If you can't make it as an apartment locator, I would say don't bother with real estate at all, because everything above being an apartment locator is way, way more difficult. So again, my number 5 side hustle that you don't have to have a real estate license for is affiliate marketing. If you're okay with sharing things that you're passionate about, you can make a pretty decent income if you continue to produce content behind those things and leave your breadcrumbs all over the internet. Next thing you know, you're probably going to be making a few $1,000s just by being helpful and sharing what you know. If you like this type of content, please give it a thumbs up, comment below, and I will see you next week.